Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is Chamber Check-in time. And today we get to speak with Lactalis American Group's plant director, Zlatan Maksic. Hi, Zlatan.
Hello there, Paul. Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to have a conversation and learn a little bit more about what's going on at Lactalis American Group. But first, I got to thank our series sponsor for these check-ins, Delta Dental of Idaho. You know, Delta Dental of Idaho they're the experts in dental insurance with best-in-class customer service and the best network of dentists to design and back these benefit products that they deliver to their business customers. So thank you, Delta Dental, for your series sponsorship. And with that, I get to show a quick little video from their Tooth Truth series, a fun factoid. Here we go.
At Delta Dental of Idaho, we have three characteristics: simple, helpful, and trusted. We're simple because we understand the benefits and help you understand the benefits. We're helpful by providing the information that you need to get out to your employees. We're trusted because we've been around for over 50 years and will continue to be here.
I love those. Thank you, Delta Dental. Hey, and I'd love to introduce Zlatan Maksic. Hi, Zlatan.
Hey, Paul.
So, hey, how did you get involved in food manufacturing and the industry?
So, as you can probably tell by my name, I am originally from Bosnia, which is a country located in southeastern Europe. I immigrated to Twin Falls, Idaho, with my family as a 14-year-old back in '97. After high school and some college, I was looking for a job. And my own story with Lactalis dates back to November of 2005, when I started out as an hourly employee inside the lab, performing analysis for chemistry and microbiology on finished product cheese, as well as liquids that go into cheese making. Over the years, I was awarded several promotions, and today I find myself serving as one of 3 plant directors that we have on site. This means that first and foremost, I'm responsible for well-being of more than 300 employees that call my plant home. I must have loved my journey so much because 15 years later, I'm still in dairy industry and I'm still with Lactalis.
That's awesome. That's what these chamber check-ins are for, is to learn about the people behind the brands. And which leads me to another great question. I'm sure everybody knows what Lactalis is, but maybe there's some that don't. Tell us about the organization, when it started and what you guys make.
Yeah, sure. As with many other companies, Lactalis has a very humble beginning that dates back to October of 1933, when our then owner, Andre Benier, started a small dairy operation with just one employee, using 75 pounds of milk to produce 17 Camembert cheeses. Fast forward nearly 90 years later, and we find ourselves the world leader in dairy production, yet we are still third generation family owned. Today, Lactalis is 85,000 people strong, with more than 260 production sites around the world, and we have presence in 94 countries, including United States and Canada. We make lots of high quality dairy products under some well-known brands of Galbani, President, Black Diamond, and when it comes to our yogurt business, Stonyfield and Siggy's.
I was looking at your website earlier, and actually I've been on a tour of the facility. And what I found remarkable is the technology that's included in making the cheeses, the mozzarella, the whole milk string cheese. And I got to do a tour with Kelly last year, and wow, what a facility. And I saw how much manpower it actually takes, but was encouraged by the technology as well that's in place, and how that's elevated, I'm sure, the production. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. First, to start with, to give a little bit background on our local Nampo plant. This plant, in fact, is the largest facility that Lactalis has in United States. and it is one of our largest in the entire world. So we're pretty proud of that. Our cultured plant is the oldest of the 3 production plants we have here. It was built on the foundation of what used to be known in early 1970s as Swiss Village. So currently, this is the facility that I am responsible for. Here we make some string cheese. We're also making mozzarella blocks. We have a big shredded operation. And we also make mascarpone, which is a delicacy that is used into making of an Italian dessert, tiramisu. It's the white part.
Yeah.
In addition to culture plant, we have another facility that was built after Lactalis took over in '99. We call this facility Fresh Mozzarella. And here we have some very exciting products, including marinated fresh mozzarella, which is my personal favorite, as well as some tasty burrata. Of course, to handle all the liquid whey, which is a byproduct of cheese making, we have our hardworking whey plant team that is working daily to turn this liquid gold, as we like to call it, into different types of powders. And these powders can later be used as an ingredient into baking, for example, or it can be used as for people that like to exercise, as a supplement for people that like to exercise. Of course, all the water that is used into processing of our cheese and whey is treated daily in using our state-of-the-art water treatment facility.
Thanks for keeping me updated on all that stuff. And I love the fact that you're using every piece of the dairy product, like you're talking about the whey as well. I mean, that's how we do business, right? We got to yield everything that we can out of the whole product in the manufacturing process. Hey, tell me, I was looking again at your website, and I really enjoyed.
And just go ahead, just to finish on the automation part. Of course, our industry, our food industry in general, has been experiencing a lot of automation over the years, and we're certainly not exempt to this. We have automated a lot of our processes, and one of the reasons that we automate is to make the work easier for our work crew, a floor crew, as well as to make our process more efficient.
Yeah, not the bending over, back breaking hours and the heavy lifting.
Correct.
Yeah, which is a great segue into talking about your people. Your community and employee values are listed high priority for you all. Tell me a little bit more about how Lactalis elevates the communities and the people it serves, especially your employees.
Absolutely. First to say that our business model is based on 5 key pillars. We believe that none of these pillars are standalone, and they all must be applied in sync in order to ensure long-term business sustainability. Our consumers are at the center of everything we do. We work with and select suppliers that share our vision of a more sustainable food system. And of course, we care about our environment in making sure that the footprint that we leave today is lesser than what we left yesterday. Okay. Regarding our community, obviously, as with every other company, our goal is to contribute to the growth of the community in which we operate. And we have been striving to do so in Idaho for the last 22 years. This year, for example, we are going to purchase 2 billion pounds of milk from Idaho producers, 90% of which is coming from our own Treasure Valley. Let me put it to you another way. We will consume 13% of the entire Idaho's milk output. Wow. Our continued growth supports local companies, both small and big. In addition, we sponsor and are part of several important organizations and events in our community, and we are also proud to be partnering up with local food banks. So those are just some of the things that we do on the community end of things. When it comes to our people, we realize that they are what really matters. They make our result possible. So we invest heavily into their training and growth, which of course eventually can lead to upward mobility. Our wages are anywhere from a minimum wage of $15.50 to upwards of $30 an hour, depending on the job that you do. All of the jobs come with great benefits and matching 401k, plus life insurance that is paid for by Lactalis.
Wow, that's incredible. So tell us, are you hiring now? What's available?
Well, right now we have over 100 open positions.
Wow.
When we took over this facility in '99, the facility had 250 employees. Today we are at 750, which is already a net gain of 500, and we're looking for 100 more. We have all kinds of positions open, anywhere from cheesemaker to packaging associate. We have leadership positions open. If you like maintenance, if that's what you like, you're more than welcome to apply. We have lots of openings, lots of opportunity, and lots of potential for growth.
And you're located right there off the Garrity Exchange in Nampa.
Correct. We're right by exit 38, not too far from Walmart and Amazon here.
Right. Yeah, that corridor is just growing and developing, but you're a staple there. I mean, you've got semis coming in daily, and you're just at the nexus of kind of everything going on.
It's been a little bit of a challenge, to be honest with you, but we make it work.
That's awesome. Hey, so lots of job opportunities that we're talking about today. I'm going to throw your website up on the screen. If anybody's interested in learning more about how to apply or just get connected and learn more about Lactalis American Group, check out their website here. Hey, where can we find your products?
Really, any of your local favorite retailers have our products. We brand our string cheese under Galbani. So any Galbani string cheese that you see at your local Winco Foods, for example, is coming from here. Albertsons, Fred Meyer's carry our products. For example, you could also find our 24-ounce whole milk organic string, which is an excellent product at your local Costco. There's a good chance that if you have at some point or plan to eat pizza at a local pizza shop, that you're eating our cheese. Our whey powders are more B2B, which means that we sell this to another business that will later agglomerate it in such a way that can be so that this can be turned into shakes and protein powders, which, as you know, is an ever-growing market.
You guys were so gracious to hook me up with a couple bags of the string cheese, and I ran home afterwards, and I had the kids in the pool, and they were hungry, and I said, "Look what I got, guys." And I told Maxwell, my youngest, I said, "Hey, this is straight from the factory in Nampa." He's like, "What? This is so fresh." And it was great. So, I mean, I love that piece of having a local manufacturer here so close to us. We get that fresh product. And I love that you're using Treasure Valley Farms and dairies to source your product.
Mm-hmm. We love the relationship that we have with our dairy farmers too. It's one of the reasons, in fact, why we continue to invest in Idaho, because the milk supply and the quality of Idaho milk is just phenomenal.
That's awesome. Hey, let me make sure I have covered everything. So we talked a little bit about the brands. We talked about the heritage of the company, which I think is amazing. Over 90 years to a global company and a leading and an industry leading company. It tells me a lot about the culture of the company as well, and the fact that you have stayed with the company and grown with it, family owned, 3 generations. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, is there anything else before we part today that you'd like to educate the listeners on about Lactalis?
Sure. I would just like to finish with that. If there is anyone out there that is interested by career with Lactalis, there's a couple of ways to go about it. You can either go to our website at Lactalis American Group, which coincidentally is being displayed here on the screen. Click on the career link and go from there. Or you can text cheese to 72345, then click on the link provided, and it will take you to the same place. In addition to this, I would just like to let everyone know that we will be participating to Meridian Dairy Days Parade, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, June 26th. So if you want to come say hi and get some sample cheese, we'd love to have you.
That's awesome. Zlatan, thanks so much for your time today with me, telling me more about the history, and more important, learning more about your history of work with the company, because that's really the biggest deal that I love sharing. So thanks again for your time, Zlatan, and I look forward to our next conversation and plant tour.
It was my pleasure, Paul.
Have a great weekend. Thanks for all the investments. Talk to you soon.
You too.